cause I wanna get it on till I
Welcome to the first episode of Season 2. Finally, we got a little vacation, took a couple months off.
Good. Rested up. We'll have a good Season 2.
Structure, really, so hopefully it goes as well as we were thinking.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic year. Added a new major event. Added some new faces. Should be fun.
Yep, we'll get into that a little bit more here in just a bit. But hey, I got to start out. I got the cup back. I'm our first time anybody's ever won the cup 3 times.
Yeah, incredible run there. Came down to the final few events. It was a 3-man race until about 2 months left. I fell out of beer pong, faded in fantasy football, so I was basically out.
I knocked you out, like you mentioned.
Mike took a big win in beer pong, left the door open for Corey.
Win, we'll pick him.
Cade couldn't finish in the
Cade
top
couldn't
4.
place, yeah. Pretty tough, that's
Cade
a long shot.
Failed to show up.
Can I call that clutch if I win when the game was on the line? Even though it wasn't really... Because I had to do some strategy. I mean, I couldn't go with all favorites because I had to win. I couldn't just tie everybody.
Yeah.
So I had to make a couple long shot picks, but yet still kind of keep it from going too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, some people like to, throw out and just go right down the list. Las Vegas odds doesn't pan out. Sometimes you should play fantasy basketball, maybe get a point or 2.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks when it's like
you live, you learn. He's a heck of an athlete.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be in the top 1, 2, 3 again this year.
No, I don't doubt that for a second. So, but yeah, so it's been straight off between you and I. It looks like I went 2, you went 2. I got it back. See if we get some new faces for 2014 to win it.
Yeah, maybe. I'm hot already, placing all first 3 events.
Oh, you place. Yeah, you're number 1. You mentioned already some of the new people. We'll go more in depth with it, but you're right. We got 4 new people to 2-8. Going down the line, Cody Peterson was the overwhelming favorite since he helped us a lot with badminton already.
Oh yeah. Hell of a voice, too.
Oh, yeah, he really does.
He's gonna really...
And good knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like he does it for a career, almost.
Yeah, he's like the Matt Pinfield of sports.
Don't know who that is, but I like it.
Google him.
All right. And then after that, number 2 was Isaac Rittman, kind of coming in from being 2-8, living with us for 2-8 for a semester, basically. He was an overwhelmingly favorite, too. We'll see if he comes through and can attend events.
Yeah. Big muscular fella, though. So.
Oh, yeah. Really changed a lot since 2-8. He was a squirrely, long-haired kid.
Home run derby, I'd like to see how he can fare in events like that.
One thing we do got to talk about, he likes to invite other people.
Bring random people to billiards and have a puke all over people's shoes.
Why did we not get one picture of that, by the way?
I don't know. That was a great
That would be
day.
perfect. Our new 2-8 format, as was indicated in the annual report and newsletter, the board voted, and we will be adding a 5th major, a rotating major. This year we'll start with beer pong. Next year it goes to billiards, and then hold'em, and then 2017 we'll end it with bags.
Yeah, absolutely. Bodes well for Mikey, Cade. It's a major that they've won each, I'm pretty sure.
I've won beer pong.
Bips, too, maybe. He's won it.
I hope.
And Santa Claus, I think he won it that one.
Yeah, you might have. Hey, we'll talk a little bit more about that, get rolling. Should we pull him in?
Yeah, let's bring in Mr. Second Place. Exponent.
Number 2?
Cade Ingle.
Cade Ingle.
Like gold, 500,000 sold. And we stay fresh, so fresh at the toe. Gold slugger faded, 14 karat plated, so we're feeling like gold.
Cade, good to have you. Thanks for stopping by.
Pleasure to be here. Happy to be here, guys.
Okay, number 2. How do you feel about the way things ended?
Man, it still stings a little, I'll be honest. Watching you touch my trophy,
Can you believe
it doesn't feel very good.
Can you believe that happened? That was nuts. Because it's funny because I was with you and Mikey the night it won. Beat Mikey with the bull pickup, and I beat you in the cup race.
I would have felt a little better about it had it been a live event that you beat me in, but it is what it is. So
Yep.
can't do anything about it.
Can't have every event be super athletic.
Yeah, that's not what it is.
No, I just meant the last one. I mean, I don't disagree that those should
I
be
would feel
events.
better is what you're saying.
Maybe we should move Bull Pick'em to the summer.
Correct.
Get the NCAA to jump on that.
I mean, you did get one trophy, first time ever. Someone's won the MVP without taking home the 218
Yes,
cup. So
that is
congratulations
a
on
good
that.
record.
At
Write
least.
that down.
Impressive season numbers.
Yeah, I had a good year. I was happy with the way it went. Had a lot of event wins last year.
You did. You led in event wins. I don't have those numbers on me, but it was pretty. I think 5, and everyone else had 2 or 3. I think was the next. I had 11 event placings. Nobody else broke 10 on that.
Really?
I think you had 7. Yeah, you had 5. Yeah, you both had quite a bit. Obviously, we were 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's an average year that just panned out for you pretty well. What do you have? 0 event wins last year?
I had 2.
Oh, okay.
I had a major. I had badminton.
Yeah.
And then I had ball pick'em.
Badminton. You're an overwhelming favorite in that every year.
I am. I just don't get how you're not good at badminton. That baffles me.
I've only played once. I didn't make
You
it.
should start showing up.
I know.
Maybe
Well,
you'd
if
have
I participated a little more, I guess I could, possibly win it some year.
Well, you did take home some gold though. You won a couple events or a couple awards, I should say.
I appreciate all the awards. It was nice. I was upset I couldn't make the evening.
Yeah, we were too. I got my jacket back. This felt nice to get back. It's been a long time coming.
I was out of town, so I couldn't be here, but
I blew up. I had a hell of a.
yeah, I don't think I was
Probably
catching
the game
it.
of my life.
I mean, when I won it, 246 was my high game by 40 pins, so it was it's kind of a fluke, me taking that one down. But
Yeah, well, you won it.
I would like to see somebody else take it home from you at least.
Okay, that's nice to hear.
It's quite the battle for second, but I don't think anyone was come touching after 12 strikes in a row.
Yeah, 12 straight. I broke. What was it? 3 records. 3 2-8 records were broke that night.
You guys.
We did have to battle the smoke machine though on lane 1. It was right there.
Yeah.
So get a big poof. You had to stop your. Only really Tiger Woods can do that.
Yeah. Corey always complains about the lights, but apparently that's not the issue.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I don't do well. It's the first time I've won it since we switched to. No, it's not. Second time. Take that back.
Yeah, the cosmic bowling.
Yeah, first time I won it in a long time. I did well. But congrats to you and your partner. I think I heard it just stopped by as well. Should we pull him in for the Ryder Cup champions, Cade Ingle
yeah.
and Mr. Mikey Johnson? Come on in.
Rack City, bitch, rack city, bitch, rack city, bitch, rack city, bitch, 10s, 20s, and the 50s, bitch.
Mikey, nice work in the bowling Ryder Cup. You shocked me. You did a lot better than I thought you would.
Yeah, it was nice. No one really kind of expected much out of me and Cade.
That's true. For last minute.
Yeah, Cade's first game kind of set the tone, and I just knew I didn't have to try not to lose it for us. My second game almost lost it for us.
Oh, you were Mr. Steady Even Keel though, keeping us steady.
Pretty
I kept
straight
hitting
ball.
I kept
All
hitting
day
that
long,
9 pin.
all day long.
I kept hitting 9 pins.
It's all you really needed
Yeah.
since you did well.
The game's frustrating. I got to figure out a little curveball, I think.
No.
You don't need to. I did awful. I mean, I was shocked by that. That's why I didn't have any
104?
expectations. Oh my god, 104. I barely broke 100.
That's bad. And I did not bowl well my last 2 games. I pretty much failed it. Gruber bowled pretty well. I don't know. I had a couple chances, but I think we lost by like 30 minutes.
And I heard Harder was there as well. I didn't really see it.
Yeah, he flopped. I thought you would have done something better.
I think I heard him chip in a couple comments, but I don't really recall him being there that one.
So I ended up taking home the bowling championship. Moving on from there are to our next events. Hold'em.
Yeah, I took home my first Hold'em victory. Lost in the championship a couple years ago to Clark. Was pretty pissed about that.
Got the
Most
most
times,
knockouts.
but not Clark.
But yeah,
Yes, thank
had
you.
to prevent
Stop
had to
it.
prevent a three-peat.
Still hold 2-8 records.
Yeah, me and
Only
Wilson.
two.
Only 2 people.
Of 3
We're going for an unprecedented 4-peat this year as well in mini golf.
That's right. We'll get into that later in the year.
We're going to play a different course this year.
Absolutely.
We might go play out in blank.
Blank would be good. Blank.
You didn't like the conditions?
We took a 12 on a 12 on a hole and a 1 on that same hole.
That's how you know it's a good challenging course.
Yeah. Rocks, leaves,
That one
lizard
though was
sticks.
pretty cool.
Would have been nice to win a hand or
Ponds.
even make a hand in my own house, but I just had to watch everyone
Yeah.
else just
Which,
making it.
yeah,
That
pots.
sucks.
Which leads me to my other point. A new factor that came into play for this year's Hold'em tournament, dabs. I think that really
Dabble.
changed
You
the
guys
taste
dabs
of
in
poker.
the tournament. Yeah, we were dabbing.
Clark had me about 75-25, and I don't know. I asked him if he wanted to do a dab before we played the last few hands, and he said, "Oh yeah, sure." We smoked, sat down, and I just
Steamrolled.
I just bet every single pot, just kept stealing his blinds, and then finally he just called all in when I had the nuts. So
And you had it.
yeah, he just crumbled.
Way
Thanks
to
for
go.
the dabs.
Yeah, if I did, that'll happen.
Pretty sure I'd be naked rolling
Those
around
most
on the table
knockouts.
giggling if I did that before poker.
I only had
It's
2.
a different.
Mikey,
Oh man.
rough estimate on dabs he smoked that night.
More than 10.
More than 10. I had an over under at 8,
No, I was at 10.
but an over.
That was in our
We should do more of that.
early dabbing time, so we were kind of hitting overkill a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know,
One
as they
dab's
say,
overkill, if you ask
when
me.
in Rome.
Yeah.
It worked out nice. Thank you for hosting it, by the way. It worked out really well. I'd like to. It was nice having the TV there for the awards and with the banner right underneath. It worked out nice.
Do a lot there. I mean, after everyone was out. Fun event.
Yeah, Kyle even stayed the entire time.
Yeah,
I was surprised by that. Without playing. And yeah, Marcus did.
Yeah. We ended up heading out to Prairie Meadows. Did a little bit of gambling.
Yeah, first gentleman's night of the year.
So you gambled and then gambled.
Yeah, awesome.
I lost like $30 when I went there.
You were flying pretty high though. You just won.
Yeah,
that's a big
I lost
one.
more money than sushi.
I basically I spent my knockout money. I took out the last 3 people to win the knockouts too, so it's an extra $20.
Oh. Yeah, that was a good night. Good night for you.
That went into the nickel slots.
Good weekend for him.
A very good weekend for him too. We'll get into Winter Beer Olympics, but you are currently leading our cup standings. You have an event, and you are leading our money standings for the year already. So
yeah, absolutely.
Good.
It does feel good. Feels as bad
I think that beard might have been weighing you down.
Yeah, I think. Well, I had it for bowling, and yeah. So
perhaps you should have.
I think it could have cost me Winter Beer Olympics title.
Yeah,
I think if I'd had it on a stayed warmer up there, maybe made a couple of better tosses.
Yeah, those early events, I could definitely tell you were missing the beard. It was affecting your balance.
Yeah, baby beard it's not as good.
Well, you know, none of us really performed that well early on in the Beer Olympics.
You and Cook now holding up, best beards of 218. Fox still in there.
We'll see how long that
Oh,
lasts.
and Woody's
Yeah,
on
Woody.
the horizon.
Oh.
It would be nice if Woody could have drank some.
That's pretty thin.
Poor Woody. Yeah,
It's pretty thin. It's not super thick, not as dynamic, but he's trying.
Yeah, I appreciate the effort.
let's run down the rest of our awards for the evening. Pretty good. Yeah, so congrats to everyone for being your award winners and the award nominees. Moving on then, after Hold'em, the last event last weekend, was it last weekend? Yes. Yeah. Winter Beer Olympics, the first time we've had it.
Yeah, good time.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Really glad it happened Sunday.
Yeah, it was a great day for it.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been a better day for Winter Beer Olympics.
Started early.
A touch warmer, but you wouldn't have wanted it too much warmer.
It's not Winter Beer Olympics. It's
nice little snow on it.
We'd have a heater on the keg. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. Only an
How
hour.
often did you see that?
An earlier start might be in.
Yeah. Well, somebody kept us from starting an hour and a half late. That really
that was
the daylight, the whole sunlight thing. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so it was a good time.
Yeah, I love the events. I thought it went real well.
Well, so I had to compete by myself.
Yes, we had a lot of people leaving though. That was the killer.
We're not showing up at all.
I proposed a -1 point if you promise to be in an event that is necessary.
I like
That's definitely something that we'll look into.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Here's the thing with obviously Winter Beer Olympics, any beer Olympics is the logistical nightmare on matching it up. But we had 2 people calling that morning and canceled. So we definitely, I think, need to at least put into effect a rule that's saying you are committed to that money. Yeah,
48, 24 hours,
you can't
whatever
get
the dentist used.
you still owe that. You're going to have to pay that either way, dude.
Personally, my view on everything is there shouldn't be any group events. I think
you don't like a team event?
I think everything should be individual.
You like individuals too, huh?
I agree. It's too hard to determine a clear champion if there's a team event.
We got a couple ideas going out there. Hands down, I think there's one person, maybe 2, that it truly benefits if we go down to individual style. Any guesses on who those 2 might be?
I'll let you elaborate.
All right. Very likely you're going to be top 4 every time with that.
That's the same with you in badminton or bowling as well, though, is it not?
It is true, but
some people dominate events. That's just the way it is.
Well, that's a good point. I think ideally, though, that we wanted to do something a little different. That's kind of what the whole setup was. The reason for the MVP award is to give it out to who's actually dominating.
Sure.
But it plus gives those people like Woody, maybe Zach Sayer, dude, really good. If they just got put on a good team, they would actually probably place in the event.
Their team would have stuck together. I think they would have dominated.
They had a good run.
Woody was on fire for a while.
He did really good. He was my
move
favorite.
he pulled against Sean was
Yes, that was incredible. I don't know how he.
It was Woody's greatest.
Drank
I would say that too.
Drank a half a beer in throwing motion without spilling it.
Marcus, can you start the recording?
Uh-huh.
You're on. John, you're gonna miss.
Alright. Alright.
John's gonna miss. John's gonna miss. John, come on, Wood.
John, oh, nice dribble, John. Oh, nice dribble, John.
I think maybe Woody was in the high zone though.
Yeah.
He had maybe just had enough.
He's flying high.
Yeah, he was feeling good.
But he's
Crash and burn.
Crash and burn. He just ended up in his car and passed out. Which is responsible.
Yeah, so that's good.
But we got a couple ideas going out there for some other ideas to restructure. We want to keep team events. But I think we'll definitely improve. We already know some things to improve upon for Winter Beer Olympics alone. That'll reduce some of the drinking right away, so maybe people will be more abstaining.
Yeah, maybe 4-man teams with 3 people per event.
I really like that idea.
So in case you have that one sub in, you pick your events and what you're going to do right off the bat. Kind of have an idea and then go from there. If someone gets too drunk and they drop out, well then you have 3 guys that can still compete in every single event.
If we can have.
And then we have maybe like a little individual scorecard to keep on the individual events that you do. And
It's hard to kind of
Judge the
determine
MVP.
the true winner of beer pong too, because there's a lot of controversy.
Yes.
Yep. I mean, I have a few takeaways from just maybe one on every event.
Your beer bongs.
Where
Well, those are 250 beer bongs, so
We got
I'll replace them.
We have 2 at my house if you want.
Perfect.
I liked it though. It worked
I don't
out well.
spend a lot of weeknights doing beer bongs, so I think
No.
I'll probably get by. But I'll let you know if I have any weekend needs. But I do appreciate it.
The other Ingle might miss those.
Yeah, he does a lot of weekday beer bongs.
Dilk's first beer bong ever. Congratulations to Kyle
Congrats.
Dilks. Good job, buddy. You did good. But yeah, overall, I thought the events went real well. Bucket pong was a huge success. I think Nordic Combine was pretty fun. We had a little bit more daylight. I think more people got to experience it. In hockey, I mean, even that was a blast. We still did that for Lauderdale Night of Constellation for 4th
It was
place.
fun.
Constellation. It was a lot of fun. If we had daylight again, that would be a better event. I loved it. I thought it went well.
I'm still gonna say Castle Race. It was a fun game.
It was a blast. Last year.
Yeah, maybe next year we'll maybe get a little more sturdier of a plastic glass.
Okay.
So that way, maybe a little tougher to stack. Those types, but definitely you can actually give it some force, not worry about shattering some solo cups and then ruining the game for the rest of the day.
Or perhaps you just go to one full beer in your mug and don't drink out of the cups at all.
So just drink and flip, is what you're saying?
I would say you chug your beer, flip, or
And then have another beer to chug?
stack, and then chug, and then throw. And it's part of the Winter Beer Olympics. What do they have a windy day, out there on the ski slopes?
I loved it.
Somebody will break their back. You don't cancel.
It would be nice if we had skis and did like a ski night. That would be fun. Maybe someday. We can rent out Sleepy Hollow and do it there.
That'd be nice.
That would be a
I thought about renting out Sleepy Hollow for my last year's birthday party, actually, but I was out
really?
playing softball.
How much would that cost? Did you see?
I asked a couple guys who worked there, and they gave me the number of the event manager, but I never contacted her.
Would we be able to drink there though?
Yep, they had cakes.
Dude, we should look into that.
I think it'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be
Great
awesome.
I've never seen.
Either have I, but I'm sure if I was drunk, I'd do it. That'd be fun.
How about just sledding races?
Sledding would be probably more feasible.
Tubing races, yeah.
We can talk about that later. I like it. Ryan Mason, though, was going for his first person to win both Summer Beer Olympics and Winter Beer Olympics back-to-back. He made the final race, and he couldn't get it done. Cade, you guys both actually took it from him.
I had a pretty outrageous run.
That's what I heard, yeah. It's a good trophy. You won. It's one of the better trophies we have.
It's a cool trophy.
And the MVP
Really?
one. Jeez, you gotta tighten this.
Yeah, I'm upset I didn't bring in my card today. I kind of forgot. Dropped the ball on the old medal
Medals,
situation, but
pretty fun thing to say you won both back-to-back, but maybe someday. Maybe if you're here, now you're up for it.
Yeah, if I can make this year's Summer Beer Olympics.
You get the dates out there. You know the date. So
Remember
it's
the
on
guarantee
you.
I made to you.
That you will win
Beer pong and beer pong.
beer and weir. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that'll be in August, so we'll see.
I'd like to do the triple pong, but I don't think I'm capable of it.
Ping pong?
Cade's probably the only one that's able to do the triple pong.
I'm excited for beer pong. I like it. We're having it earlier this year. It's going to be after golf. It's going to be fun. 2 majors on one night. Ooh.
Wow.
Ugh.
I better be able to come.
2 majors in one night.
Yeah, it's going to get real weird with it.
That's going to be real disappointing if I miss that.
Yeah, the date's out there. Make it happen.
So are my softball dates. I mean, they're out.
Mine was out there. Ours was out there before your softball. It's what your priorities
You guys
are.
aren't paying me near as much as the
Oh,
the payout, well, not the steam, but the payouts of the tournaments.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's sponsors, things like that.
You did miss out on $218 by half a point.
Yes, I did. by a fantasy basketball or fantasy baseball bid is what I missed out on.
I watched that material.
I showed up for every live event I could make last year, and all I needed was that fantasy basketball bid, and I did not sign up.
Corey participated his way to a trophy.
He did. I had 11 event places. Crying out loud. It's not like
a trophy, two championships.
2 championships. Yeah, that's still second highest, I think. I mean, I don't know if anyone else had 3.
He earned it. He earned it.
Yeah, well, that's nice of you to say that. And the newsletter is out. We'll get that posted on 218 Day. I will post it there, but if anybody wants a hard copy, let me know. We'll get you a copy of the 2013 newsletter.
I'm just as bitter in there as I am on here.
Cade does have an article in there, yes. You looking for that? When we go into summer, we'll need to get new mugs, so that's another thing to start thinking about. Do we want to do new mugs? Do we do the same mugs? Because we don't have any reserves now. We've burned through them all. So, we'll have to factor that in the budget.
Yeah, get a few more.
Another thing I thought about doing is maybe doing a shirts or like a hoodie. If you make it through a Beer Olympics, it says like 218 Survivor, and then on the back has like, and we talk about what it says, but to get more motivation for people to try to stick around and you know, at least finishing Beer Olympics, that's almost an accomplishment anymore than anything.
Yeah, I mean, it got easier after the first.
Yeah, we did that on purpose. Yeah, it made it hard first.
You can also go to the next level of not giving participation points unless you finish the event.
Oh, jeez, that's a, come on now. We want to encourage people to come. We don't want to hinder them. It does fuck us, though. No question about that. Someone else brought out an idea about giving a 1-point bonus to the MVP.
2-point bonus.
Oh, 2 points. Was it you? Was that yours?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a big individual guy on these events and you're a solid drinker, I mean, your MVPs are looking like Marcus, you, you know, Ryan.
Because it could be, yeah, they could get dick too.
This year, Woody would have stayed alive. Woody would have stayed alive and just like helped his team out. Like even Zach. I mean, Zach was dominating events. I mean, there was a couple of surprise MVPs. So, you know, maybe if your team's kind of out of it, but you're dominating events for your team, 2-point MVP bonus.
I think Lauders is going to be upset that you didn't mention his name in there because I think he was pushing pretty hard.
He was really butthurt about not
MVP.
He said he lost one event the whole.
Not flashy.
No one's really paying attention to it. I mean, the voters don't really care for it. Sorry,
You
Mike.
gotta get your name out there.
You gotta start.
Not flashy. Not flashy.
His Tomahawk Duncan, you know.
Yeah, his game's ugly.
But he puked right away. That was the other thing he got done. He did. He was
Perhaps I mentioned my cheerleading. I did a lot of cheerleading coaching for our team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cade
that's
was,
one way.
yeah, I mean, Cade was really big in it. I was getting very down on myself after a few
You guys
events.
were picking us up. I was trying to pick us up.
I mean, he picked us up so much he even psyched himself out and still missed a throw.
Yeah,
But,
I did. Went top right shelf.
but after that, I think we pretty much
settled in.
dominated a lot of events. But yeah, that little scorecard, I think that we have, we keep that. Can help an individual like Mike Lauders make a case for MVP.
Yep.
Keep track of how you place in these single events.
We got some other ideas that we'll break down as we go. We have 365 days, but definitely going to be making some changes. I like to point out that Austin Gruber was the first one to fall in the Winter Beer Olympics. Yeah, we'll write that down. Right at the gate.
Oh yes.
Just on the ice?
Right on the ice.
Yep, right on the ice. First fall is Austin Gruber. Oh, but no, I want to say Austin Gruber, he brought up a good idea about a new structure too, that we'll talk about more, but it has to deal with, we're seeded into teams of 2, and then depending on how you play your preliminaries, then that's how you get paired with your teams of 4.
Ooh.
It's a very good concept. I'm actually on board. We'll talk more about that in logistically, as long as we had to figure out ahead of
Random
time.
selection is tough. Yeah, that's a tough draw.
Yeah, I mean,
because we want it to be as even as possible. I mean, to
Very
give
true.
everybody
a lot of
that's
people
why
got
we're a
down
team.
right after. I mean, it was Ryan and I, and everyone was kind of raising an eyebrow right when they said Cade's name.
Yeah,
everyone kind of oof.
Ryan Cade.
Especially considering I was drawing the names.
Yeah, that looked a little suspicious.
You did use a clear bucket for us.
I had my back turned the entire time.
You did. All right, well, I think that takes care of all of our events this year. We're going to get back for a forward look at what's coming up for 218.
All right.
Welcome back! Hi, everyone! Hi! Welcome back to Fantasy Baseball Weekly with myself, Harry Carey. Sometimes I like to double fist when it gets close to fantasy baseball season. I get so nervous sometimes. But I enjoy it. I really do. These ice cold Budweisers and everything, yeah. Alright, let's come with the chatter already. Next up, I I'm going to bring out my great friend, the home run slugger himself, Slammin' Sammy Sosa.
What a warm introduction, Harry. Thank you, but a little confused, buddy.
Hi, Slammin'.
Andrew Wheeler, actually, past 2-1-8 baseball fantasy champion. But good to be here, Harry.
Yeah, you're not Slammin' Sammy. You look like a young Benito Santiago.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah. Welcome.
Big day recently.
Yeah.
2/18 day, February 18th.
Yeah.
Mean anything to you?
Everything. The day I died. Yeah.
Well, you're back with us now, which that's important and that's
Yeah.
great. Let's get down to business. What do you think about the year? What do you think about the Cubs?
I don't know. Would you rather have a tree full of Budweisers hanging off of it, or would you rather have AIDS?
Well, I do love a tall, cold Budweiser
Yeah.
like yourself. And
How about the Cubs this year, huh? They got a new ball coach, I think, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
look
think
at
you'll
me
do a nice
good.
job.
Yeah. Anyways, I brought you on the show, so what do you got for me?
I've got some questions for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Me and my buddies, we're getting together. 2/18, you know. We're having our fantasy baseball draft. It's March 30th. It's a Sunday.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it. Got any tips? Any advice for me?
Yeah, go get Nolan Ryan. The guy can throw smoke, I tell you. Smoke. I've never seen a faster ball out of some man's hand in my life.
Well, this is the 2014 fantasy draft here.
Yeah, you bet.
2014.
Yeah.
Any guys playing now?
Yeah.
Current
I get guys that can steal bases all the time. Luis Costello, is he still out there?
Maybe on the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Probably not going to be a draft pick, but
You might actually go to my second favorite team, Andrew, right, Andrew?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, the Iowa Cubs. Yeah.
They're great, Harry.
Yeah, they are.
Now back to this year on the 30th, March 30th. We're doing our draft. Tell me.
What draft pick do you got?
Probably 4, 5, 6, somewhere in that ballpark.
4, 5, or
so I'm
6.
looking for a slugger. Who's your favorite slugger?
I was a huge Jeff Bagwell fan. Jeff Bagwell could hit anything out of the ballpark. Just like you, Slam Sam.
Yes. Yeah, he had that nice crouch. You
Yeah.
had the goatee.
Yeah.
But 2014, this year, Harry.
Mark McGuire.
Yeah. You know this is Fantasy Baseball Weekly, your show.
Oh, yeah.
We
Forgot.
talk fantasy baseball.
Fantasy Baseball Weekly.
Well,
I was double fisting that earlier today. All right, so back to fantasy baseball.
fantasy baseball, yes.
Yeah.
We're playing this year. We're drafting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if I win this year, I'm buying you a tall, cold Budweiser, Harry.
Really?
Because you're my pal.
I'll buy a new catcher mask, Benito.
Maybe I'll wear it umpiring.
Yeah, I wear it on your draft day.
I could do that. Yes. All right, Harry. We're huge Cubs fans.
Yeah.
Both of us, you and I.
You bet.
Not looking forward to this year. It's probably going to be a rebuilding year. But there's still some fantasy-worthy Cubs on the team that we can draft for our fantasy team. Who do you like?
I'll tell you what I like. I like peanut butter and pickle sandwiches. They're so good. I'll tell you what, I eat them by the dozens. They're fabulous.
Yes, they are good. But, you know, I need to focus on my fantasy team, so I hate to run.
Yeah.
But on the 30th when we draft, my buddies, we'll probably get together, have a little draft party. We'd love to have you there. There'll
Yeah.
be Budweiser, chicken, beer.
Scotch.
Ribs, scotch, everything.
You count me in.
We'll see you there, buddy.
I won't miss it.
Cubs win.
Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yep,
Gotta keep my cookie now.
Yes, we have our second gentleman's evening of the year tonight, so happy 2-8 day to everybody. 2-8 day on Tuesday. Sean, how are you going to celebrate?
Go to work high. Work, come back, probably enjoy a 218 White Russian. Get more high.
What's involved in the 218 White Russian? Please.
I used to drink them on February 18th generally.
Oh, makes sense.
And you usually make a double. None of that single shit.
You're doing me proud.
Yep, absolutely.
National holiday, 2-8 day. It's also Zach Sayers' birthday. Happy birthday to you, Zach.
Happy birthday, Zach.
Next event's coming up. 3-point and free throw contest. Friday, March 7th.
That is
Ryan
Ready. Oh, this is a three-peat for
Yeah,
him.
he's going for it.
Ryan Redding and He Who Not Be Speak Of.
Yep. Trying to join the ranks of the greatest ever to play 218 events.
You and Wilson are only the three-peaters ever. We'll see if Ryan Redding gets it.
2 years in a row he's gotten me.
Your number 2 jersey, yeah. Where's the LeBron jersey?
Like I'm gonna sport my LeBron. Didn't
Number
even bring my medal for the Winter Beer Olympics. I'm not gonna bring my second place LeBron jersey.
Well, it's a very beautiful jersey.
It is a nice jersey.
I wish I
It's
would
about 4 sizes too big for me, but it is nice.
Well, you'll grow into it. You'll grow into it.
Hopefully.
We also have free throws coming up. Defending champion, technically, still Jason Garrett. I think we got a photo of him.
Yeah, hopefully somebody knock him off this year. He's a tough out.
I think he's. I think he'll be out. I don't think he's going to show.
Can I still pick him to win, or is that like?
You can.
Is that bad?
I mean, he thinks he still has a shot.
Yeah.
I've heard he's getting close to getting back in.
Yeah.
He's working on it. Well, he always, just as soon as he builds a bridge, he'll burn it right down. So after that, we got billiards. Kane, our reigning billiards champion, still March 8th.
Yet another of those lucky wins I pulled
Yeah.
off.
Well, we're coming up on
What would be
the
more
1 year
impressive?
anniversary.
What's more impressive of a streak? Cade winning that again, or Steve getting a girlfriend again at this
Ooh.
point?
No, I think that
Another
I gotta
impressive.
go with Fox getting a girlfriend again.
That would be impressive. You should just do that every year. New girlfriend every year.
If you can pull a girlfriend with a group of 20 guys, I feel like you did pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came out on top last year despite having the biggest.
on bottom. But
He did basically give it to you, but
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the Cubs. So.
We're all even now, so.
that's how that goes.
New venue this year.
Yes!
Changing up from Raccoon River. We're going to go to the Keg Stand in West Des Moines. They own the Ridgemont, our sponsor for a few years
thank you,
for
Ridgemont.
softball.
Yeah, and if you haven't been to the Cake Stand, it's a great place. It's a lot of fun. I've been there
Yeah.
several times.
It's pretty fun. They also have bar food there. Really unique, actually, decent menu. They kind of have two sides separate bars, so you have food and like live music. Sometimes they'll probably have on the weekend, but this side is completely separate. I believe on Saturdays they'll have their own bartender. So
That should help
Should be.
Fox's chance of taking home another young lady.
oh, yeah.
So spend heavily, tip heavily. We want to thank these guys for helping us out. They've given us a lot of money over the years. And this might be a perfect venue and a way to show our appreciation back to them.
Yeah.
Cade, you think, first of all, let's start with, do you think you're going to attend either of these events coming up? Let's start with that.
Billiards.
Or you're going to make it?
I'm going to try to make billiards.
Football doesn't start until like the middle of September or March. So I know you don't have softball. I know you
You're
don't
going to
have
feel like a
softball.
dick after I explain why. My mom's actually getting married on March 8th. Shotgun wedding. So, she might be pregnant. I don't even know.
Do you have to hold the shotgun? I mean, if that's the case, then you gotta go.
It's a 6 o'clock wedding.
Your mom's
So
getting married.
she doesn't have a reception planned, just a dinner. So I'm hoping to kind of dine and dash on her again, which is kind of rude on my mom's wedding day, but I'm pretty sure.
She's done it once. You were there.
Yeah, I was,
No, you weren't.
no, I wasn't. I was still in the.
You weren't even.
It wasn't even a glint in my father's eyes.
Well, hopefully you'll make it. I wouldn't feel good taking a trophy from somebody that wasn't even at the event. My bowling one, I do feel good about it because
You just said that you wouldn't feel good about that.
Well, this one I wouldn't feel about.
Now you're backtracking.
Well, if I do that well, maybe.
You won't win billiards.
Place every year but last year. That's the first year I had never placed in that.
You don't seem that good.
No, this is a fun factor. I finished in the championship every year in billiards except for last year.
Sucks to suck, as they say.
Didn't I beat you for third, fourth? No, you didn't.
I didn't place this year. I got upset by somebody, but
I think this will be the year I finally take that one home. I've been knocking on
That's
the
a
door
good one.
forever.
be our thing next year, or it'll be a major next year. So.
Yeah, and as far as 3-point concerned, I think that's the only thing I have going on that weekend is the old wedding. So I think I should be good for another second place
rehearsal
finish.
dinner or anything like that?
No. This is like shotgun. There's no rehearsal on shotguns.
Second place wedding.
Full pork sandwich, mac and cheese, and a wedding.
Perhaps. I think Applebee's. My mom's a big Applebee's fan.
Can't go wrong.
In the neighborhood.
Yeah, they closed LS Tech on her, so.
You. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the mix for March, and then we have March Madness at the end, of course. So, Sean, obviously you're still in first place so far. Any predictions going into these events? These events,
3-pointers. I like Reading. I like Cade. I'll take them 1-2.
Okay.
Cody Peterson. I heard he can shoot.
He can. He can shoot. He can tote the rock up a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm gonna put him in.
Fox
So-
always likes to tote himself a little as well.
And I'm gonna take myself for
First
fourth.
one out.
I'm a pure shooter. Kyle knows the story. I made 27 threes.
Science.
When I get hot, I get hot. You just can go sit on the bench and watch me. You know, Larry Bird once said, coming into the 3-point contest once during the All-Star game, walked in the locker room and said, which one of you motherfuckers is coming in second place, and I'm going to take that attitude coming into this 3-point contest.
Okay, billiards. Who's your winner? Who do you got for billiards?
I'm going to take Redding in that one as well.
Ooh, another return of Redding.
Yeah, Redding's a really good pool player.
He is. He is. My nemesis in that. How about you?
3-point. I think if Cody Peterson shows up, he could take it.
No shit.
But you never know with the newcomer, those first.
Oh yeah. Very
first
nerve-wracking.
jitters.
Yeah, they get scared to show up.
Cade's always good at that. Woody's always a wild card at that. At the first year he went, he got second. I think he got third or fourth last year.
Is Phipps making you back?
I don't know how
I
he's
don't
good at
think so.
basketball,
I
but
don't think so. Not for March, anyways.
I'm horrible at that, so I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
I'll be there.
All right. Next event.
Billiards, try Redding.
Right, ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cade might do something, but it kind of depends on which Cade shows up.
Yeah.
Your predictions?
My predictions. I think I'm going to go with 3-point. I can't pick Redding to three-peat it. Just I don't want to jinx myself, so not him. Let's go with a wild card. You know what? I think I'm going to take it. I'm going to say myself for 3-point. Not guaranteed.
I'll just go with myself.
Not guaranteed. I think I'm going to take it. I'm going to say Woody for free throws.
Ooh.
And then billiards. I'm going to take billiards too. So high hopes on me right in March.
Look at you, Mr. Big Dave.
You're not a short table player.
I'm not a short. That is a true story. I'm not a short table player.
Well, for 3-point shooting, I think I'm going to get him. I think I'm going to get Redding this year. And I don't even see Redding placing the top 2. I think it's going to be me, Peterson, Redding.
March gets me riled up for basketball.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Free throw, I think that's anyone's game.
It is.
It's always tough to tell with that one. I'm an awful free throw shooter.
I will win a game of knockout, though. I will say that.
You're guaranteeing that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I won one.
Guaranteed.
I won one every year we played it.
You won't win.
I'm good at knockout.
Billiards, I'm going to take Sean.
Sean billiards. Wow. Gosh, we hope not. I don't want you riding that pie this early.
He's hot. He's hot right now.
He's not. He's an early starter, slow finisher.
I think I'll finish 12 billiards.
You gonna get sick again for beer pong?
I hope.
Well, we'll see if you show up first of all.
I usually bulk play my billiards prior to the event, so I'll try to get 30 or 40 games in like 3 nights before.
See a little practice.
Those Wednesday games. Wednesday games have been helping.
I'm kind of curious your thoughts on overall for the year kind of prediction.
Top ones, well, with my hot start right now, I'm going to take myself to win it. I can't let Corey win back-to-back 2 times in his life. That's not going to happen ever again. So I'm going to take myself in first. Second place this year, even though he started off slow. Told Corey this, I think, in mid-January. Austin Gruber.
He's my dark horse this year. I think he's going to win some fantasy events. I think he's going to place maybe in soccer. He's going to maybe steal a win or 2 out throughout the summer. I'm going to take Gruber, then Corey, Cade, toss-up, 3rd and 4th.
What do you got for picks?
A new champion will be crowned.
Okay.
Mr. Ryan Redding, I think.
Ooh, Redding.
Finally, he's always been in the close.
He hasn't
made an event yet?
It's gonna
No,
he's going to sweep this weekend.
He's all. The one year he was really close to the first.
Very
year.
close. I beat him by 2 points, 3 points.
He always in a lot of events when he shows up. He just,
I think we've
last
had
year
too many players at this point. Though.
Last year he didn't
Yeah,
show
I
up.
think
Last year he didn't show up to a lot.
Well, he's not so far this year.
Somebody new is going to win it.
Okay.
Knock you guys off your little pedestal here.
As long as I stay in this
If Mike
fine of shape, I mean, I can go.
Mike,
he just likes to get fourth though.
It'll be. I need to figure it out, but it's going to be a good trivia question on who has the most 4th place finishes. My guess is Lauders, but I don't know. I think Fox might be up
Steve's
there.
got a lot.
Yep. My picks, I'm going to go, Cade, I'm going to give it to you. If you can make more than half of the events, I'm picking you to win.
Yeah, that's the boldest
couple
one
year.
there. Not me making more than half the events.
I say Gruber, I also think he's been nipping at the butt. He's the only one besides myself and Lauders that made 100% of the events last year.
Focused.
2 years in a row.
He's focused. I think he wants top 4 in golf, maybe sneak a 3rd. It's a major. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it
going to
is.
be big.
He's surprised.
He'll have a big summer.
I'm picking myself, finish number 3, and Joey Hay for number 4. I'm going to pick him as number 4.
That's a dark horse.
But it is.
So I'm not even in that top 4.
No, I don't think you're going to finish top 4. I would put you at 5, though.
You're going to go on a cold streak here. Very
Is
short.
it, you know, I mean, you know,
beat
it's
me by
like,
5
it's like, you know, running back in the NFL. I mean, I'm 30 now. I mean, it's basically...
You are. After 30, it goes downhill. One of the only 30-year-olds in 2-8.
Yeah.
1 of 2.
One of two.
Gray pubes over there.
The old gray bush.
No gray bush.
Oh, it's the worst.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Sean takes it down this year.
What?
Yeah. Little does Corey know that we've added 8 tournaments to my softball schedule this year, so it's looking unlikely that I will make that halfway mark. I don't think that anyone besides Sean or Corey will take it down, barring a format change.
Okay. Second, you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Third, I think I'm gonna sneak in a 3, and I'll take 4 for Groover.
4 for Groover. That's a solid 4 pick. I think he's been third or fourth in a few years now. We got the schedule out there, everybody, in the annual report. Look it up. You know what the dates are. A quick amendment. We now have the date for the penalty kicks and home run derby contest. Will be May 18th. It's a Saturday.
And I won't be there.
May 18th will be penalty kicks and home run derby. Let's quickly talk about the new people we have in 218. We kind of started talking about it. We got off on a tangent earlier in the episode.
Quick rundown on Cody Peterson. Also a touchdown. Isaac Rittman, too, and
Rittman's wild.
Okay.
Yeah. So we also had 2 more new guys. Joey Hay.
Please hang up and try again.
Who also had a really good first couple of events. Made final table in poker. Snuck in and took second in bowling.
Number 2 in bowling. That was a tough competition. I mean,
if
I would have blown up.
He had to get a strike and a spare, and he did. And he toppled me, and then Cook in a tie.
Yeah, Cook and him went the tiebreaker. Cook coming out number 3. That was a surprise.
Nice surprise pick. And then Joey Hay, also Peterson too, made the final table of Hold'em, so it's pretty good.
And then our last one, Chance Veach.
Little quick bio on Mr. Chance over here.
I think it's all going to depend on participation, in my opinion. If Peterson makes enough events, he takes it.
Quick 218 news. Let's go into that. Be out here in the next week or 2. That'll be out. Everybody still pays. If you already placed your order, I think it's $26. I'll need that as soon as you can.
We're gonna get stopped a lot more on the street. I think now with these hats, people are just gonna come up to us left and right.
Updates with the website, Cade.
Yeah. Actually, well, the initial. Yeah, I had it done, and then we had a crash, unfortunately. And
was it anonymous? Was it those hackers?
Yeah. It was actually an error on my part that caused the crash, but it will be done by the next event. So.
Okay, perfect. 218 Day obviously was on February 18th at Tuesday. A lot of fun.
Yeah, hope everyone had a great time.
Gentlemen's evenings. So we got some committees out that'll start setting up more gentlemen's or just social activities, I should say. But we had our second one, which is tonight. Next one, I think we got a couple ideas going out there, so we'll throw some feelers out to try to get the next one planned. Our goal is to have more social, social evenings, fun things like that.
I think that gives us an opportunity to, get to know some of the newer guys too.
Yep.
To branch out, not focused on events and stuff like that. Yeah. Kind of get us talking about event changes, things like that. I think a lot of people have a lot of good ideas that they've been bringing to the table. So I think it helps branch out, get everyone on the same page.
Yeah. We got some new attire coming out, 218 Day shirts we got made if you want one. In addition, we're thinking about some other stuff coming out as well. So it'll be a fun year, guys. High expectations.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Should finish these cookies and happy 218.
Watch them leader.
That's right. Happy 218 Day, everybody.